For me, I'm working as a quality, and I've done my masters. Yeah, so I
Okay.
get around for I'm a fresher, so my starting grade is EG12. Yeah, and
Okay.
it pays me around 4,000 euros per month.
How did you got this job? Like, as you are fresher from India, but still you managed to get a full-time job quite easily after your master. So how did it happen? How was the process, the journey?
So after finishing my masters, then I started using the LinkedIn platform also for applying the job. And there are also like job agencies over here also, which I also used it. And also once again I used the company's portal. So once I worked in this Infineon company, so the chances of me landing an interview over there would be higher compared to the other companies. Yeah, because
Yeah,
once you worked in a particular company, yeah, so
right.
they know that okay, this guy knows about our company, they know how we
Yeah, right.
work, so it's easy for you. And also like yeah, so then I started
Very
applying
easy
via
for them.
yeah, it's easy for them, and they know that this guy knows
Yeah, the system.
yeah, system, yeah. And yeah, so I started applying through LinkedIn, Zing, as well as company's portal. And yeah, I got this job via the company's portal. And yeah, I worked for the department that I'm currently working is in quality engineering, different
Okay,
from the other department. Yeah, different from the one that I was working as a student. But I worked
okay.
during my student as with two of the employees. So yeah, they
Hmm.
basically when came to know, so they recommended me. Yeah.
So you mean to say that the duration that you worked in the work student job of that 15 month duration, you maintained that standard, you maintained that quality in that department, you worked rigorously, your hard work paid off, and you got this full time employment from that 15 months that you did as a work student because your two colleagues they also recommended you for this job, and that
Yes.
also helped you, right?
Yes.
Difference is that 15 months of work student that you did earlier, so that experience was bit related into a different department, and this department that you're working is new, right?
Yeah, it is a new department.
Okay. But yeah, still when you work in a company for a big duration, you get to know about other departments as well, and you get an idea about how other departments work. So yeah, I think in that 15 months you may be knowing how other departments work and what is the uh, working style or working condition that is carried out in the different department. That's how I think you may be knowing the department you're working in now, right?
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So
Okay.
during the work student, they like they know that you are flexible, and yeah,
Mhm.
you can get a chance. I would say to work with different departments more compared to the internship. Yeah.
In work student, you are more flexible. You can work around with different
Yeah.
departments. So for this full-time experience, now again German language comes into picture. So was it required in the full-time position or was it English?
No, for this job, I needed the German language because my job is quality engineering, and it is on the like some on the end part of the product. So when the product comes from the manufacturing, it's in the serial production. So yes,
Okay.
I need to know the German language for production. Yeah,
Okay.
but in the office everyone can speak English. Yeah. So at the end, if
But still,
it's once again the same thing that if I don't understand, I can switch
yeah,
to English.
still like the documentation process, everything is it in German or is it in English? The documentation process or the communication through emails, is it in German or is it in English?
For local site, yeah, just for between my department, just for my current location, I can do it in German. But if something I want to send to other location, or which will be saved for the future things, that is always kept in English, so that other locations can also have access to it, and they can use it as a
Your particular department and your particular location, everything, the communication is in German.
yes, communication is in German.
Yeah. So this is very important. A student should have at least the knowledge of German. He should at least understand and at least be able to communicate and write. Because as you are saying, the documentation or the emails, so this requires at least the level of German that in which we can at least express what we want to share, right? And it is very important when you are working in company, any word here and there, it can spoil.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the matter of communication, what we are doing. So yeah, I think what you are saying, German is very important. So you got this full time employment before your master's thesis or after your master's thesis was done. Then you started searching.
I started searching after like three months of my master thesis. So 3 months were left basically, but I
Okay.
got this after completing my master thesis.
Okay, but you started 3 months before your master thesis was about to complete.
Yes, exactly.
During this phase of 3 months, apart from this company, how many other companies you applied? If you know a number,
Companies, I would say 10 to 15 companies.
10 to 15 companies you applied, and what was the success rate from that 10 to 15 companies?
It was very low, man.
Okay.
It is very. I got just, I would say, applications again. Once again, I applied in 100 plus applications, but I got 3 to 4, 3 to 4 success. Yeah.
Yeah, and from which this was the relevant one, Infineon, in which you are now working. In this job interview, what all questions or what was the major process carried out?
Again, in this, there was like behavioral questions were definitely there, but this time there was a bit of a technical. Yeah. So they asked me about the product, and they also like when I applied, I also attached the list of tasks that I did during my student job. And so this was a quality department, and there I mentioned some of my tasks that I used to do with quality department. Yeah, so the
Okay.
manager asked me, okay, what did you do over here? Which product did you work? And they asked me some basic, some technical stuff. Okay, can you show me where is the emit, or where is chip, where is diode? Tell me about they had he had the product. He kept in front of me and he started asking me, can you tell me what this is? Can you tell me the parts name? And yeah, something like that. And he discussed with me. So I would say this thing is common, that whenever you go for an interview, they will definitely tell you what are the roles or what are your tasks going to be. They will explain you in detail.
Okay.
Yeah, and they will ask you if you have any questions regarding that.
How many rounds were there? This was the first round?
Yes, they actually, they usually first is telephonic call. During my work student, my first was telephonic interview, and second was personal interview, and then I got the offer. But for this full-time job, they usually also they call first in telephone. But I think because the two of the employees recommended me, so they directly called me for an interview.
Okay, and that was the final process, that round, technical round.
That round was the final, yeah. That round was the final.
Okay. And then the contract that they gave you, was it a full-time contract or was it limited to 1 year or 2 year, and then they extended it?
They needed someone who could work for this 15 to 20 months. Usually in Germany, there is no one, like if it is a new post, you directly get unlimited contract. It's very rare to get a limited contract. It's very rare. Mine was limited contract.
Only. So what all duties now you perform in your day-to-day work? What all duties are there in your company you do?
As a quality engineer, the first duty is, if there are any blocked orders, to make sure to release them. Yeah, do the analysis and see if there is normal failures. Yeah, it's okay. You have to just analyze and release them. The second thing is to look for the production. If there are any problem in the production, machine stop or something like error or something like that, inspection or something, or major something unnormal is occurring in the, like, to manage any deviation in the production. Then to do the risk assessment, then failure mode to help in the developing projects as well. Then to work for, if there is something changes going around in the company, change management to help also in the topics.
Okay.
And the documentation, presentation.
What is the work-life balance? How many hours you work in a week in this full-time job?
My contract is for 35 hours a week. So basically 40 hours. So this 35, the break is not included. So they consider that you will take 45 minutes break. So it's like 40 hours a week. 30 days you get a holiday. 30 days per year. If you have extra hours, you can convert that into your holidays. I would say it's pretty work-life balance. That factor, I would say, it is very good.
And Saturday, Sunday is holiday. And apart from that, you get 30 days leave in a year.
Yes.
What about like the salary we can expect after a master's? If a student, he is fresher just like you, he is just joining his company, what is the salary range that he can expect?
It depends on the company, because I have a few of my friends, we don't have the same salary, even though we have studied the same and all that stuff, and also depends on the field. So I will tell you my salary. Yeah, it's not a problem for me. I'm working as a quality, and I've done my masters. Yeah, so I get around I'm a fresher, so my starting grade is EG12. Yeah, and it pays me around 4,000 euros per month. We not the taxes are not included. Yeah.
What all in hand salary we get after taxes, like after all deductions, social security, pension, etc., etc.
2,300, I would say. For my 4,000, I get 2,300.
This 2,300, you don't have to pay anything else, right? It is a thing you get in your pocket, right?
Yes.
2,300.
Yeah. And also, one thing I would say here now, when you start doing your job, the health insurance that you were paying is going to be paid by the company. Yeah.
Okay, so that 105 euros or something that will
No,
be
it's not.
paid by the.
Actually, when you finish, your student status is gone. Once your student status is gone, your insurance is high now. I was for 3 months. I didn't have the job, so I was paying 190 euros.
When we are not in the student status, we pay more in terms of health insurance. After getting job, some companies they can also pay your health insurance, so it
Not
will
some
be
company,
there. That
not every company. Every company will pay you health insurance.
that amount we save. So
Health,
200
health
euros we can.
insurance is on company. Yeah, health insurance is on the company.
Okay, and what about the transportation cost?
It,
Is it also paid by the company?
no, I would say it depends on I would say it depends also on company and also where it is located. For example, my company, it is also located in Munich. So over there are most of the people use over there the public transport. So they have a good bunch
Yeah.
of people that are using the transport. So they
Right.
have made some offers. You get this much discount, or your transportation
Public
fees will be paid by the company. But in my case, it is located in the remote area, so most of them come by cars or something like that, and there is very few group of people that come through public transport. So yeah, I have to pay my transport by myself.
And what about like as we talked earlier, the perks and facilities we get in work student? So what we can say in terms of full-time employee? Do we get anything extra here?
When you're working for full time, so there are some company events. For example, if the marathon or Christmas party or company party, yeah, you're invited and you don't have to pay for anything. Then also like when you're working for the company, you get also this corporate social benefits. You get too many discounts, so you can use that application, and you can buy any branded things for discount.
Okay, yeah, that is cool.
Yeah. Then on anything, they give you this website, and you have to make
You have
an
to.
account. Depending
Right.
upon what offer is, you can buy anything. Yeah.
From the deduction part, as we discussed, like it's 4,000 euros, and after deduction it comes to 2,300. So, like from the deduction, is the pension is also deducted, like deduction?
Yes, the pension is.
Another thing is like if we are considering 2,300 as a in-hand salary, so can a person like stay a comfortable life with 2,300 with all his accommodation, living expenses, and also save a bit amount from that?
Absolutely, 100%. Yeah.
So we can manage our funds properly and also save it. Finally, this question is also very important. So your course was systems engineering and management. So what a student can expect after completing this course? In which field he can work?
Definitely, for this quality engineer, you can expect it. The second field I would say is if someone is interested in project management, that case also. And I would say most of the students that are like right now the booming field is data scientist, machine learning. So in our course, most of the students are doing the thesis in the machine learning area and data science related. So those are interested in that machine learning, data scientist, data analyst. This is this kind of jobs they can expect it.
See, this thing is in the between that we were discussing about the blue card. I think that is very important, that information that you have gave. So can you just uh, refresh it again, because that time we were more kind of discussing. So like
Okay.
if you can tell about. Yeah. So Nirav, can you please tell about the blue card requirements and how it changes from the contract to contract, job contract to job contract?
Blue card. So first thing that they see is which category do you belong. Yeah, for students. Okay, so there are two types of jobs in Germany. One is normal job, which has huge quantity. For example, if you're working in Domino's or like Burger King or transportation or something, that is normal. Yeah, that is you can that type of jobs
Yeah.
are in the that are normal
Right.
jobs. And second job is like where there is skilled jobs, I would say. Yeah, skilled jobs.
Right.
For example, engineers, mathematicians, scientists, doctors. Yeah, so they come under this category. So the first criteria is like salary. Salary. They see what type of salary you are getting. For example, in my case, engineering criteria. Engineering. I'm an engineer, so I fall into the second category, skilled jobs. So for that, the criteria is currently, I would say, 41 to 42,000 euros yearly salary.
Okay.
So then you tick that one box. And for example, if you're doing just a normal job, transporting or something, you're working in Amazon or something like that, then I would say it's like 53 or 54,000 per year, something like that is the benchmark that is current going on. It increases 1,000 euros or something like that. It increases every year. Yeah, it depends.
Okay.
Yeah. The salary criteria is the first thing, and the second thing is what is the length of your contract. Yeah. So if you have unlimited job contract, the maximum amount of period, maximum period that you get the blue card is for 4 years. You don't get blue card more than 4 years. Yeah, you can renew it afterwards. That's not a problem. If you have a blue card, that is, if you have a job contract that is less than 4 years, then they do is consider the amount of job contract period. For example, in my case, it was 15 months plus they had 3 months. So I got 15 plus 3, 18 months blue card. Blue card, yeah.
And for example, as you said, if a person has an unlimited contract, he'll get it for 4 years and plus 3 months extra for searching the job, right? Nirav, thank you. Thanks a lot for all the insights and useful insights that were not known to many of the candidates and as well not known to me. So it was a great session, great learning for me as well as the candidates. Personally speaking, it was more knowledgeable session for me because I didn't knew the many things like blue card and the contract terms and tax part and all what we have discussed. So I think this session was very important to me as well. So Neerav, thank you. Thanks a lot again for coming on the channel. Thank you. Thank you.